Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I'm Blackbright and I'm going to be talking about the deportation again because the Jamaican High Commission have got involved and they are asking for a stay of deportation until the Home Office has come to the conclusion with the Windrush scandal. But what the sad thing is that they have all of these people, regardless of nationality. I'm not even going to say Jamaican now. They've got so many people in detention centres. And the sad thing is that they're not legally supposed to be there more than 10 days. 10 days is the maximum they're supposed to detain them for. But they've got them there for months. And the reason why is because these people cannot afford lawyers. And what the sad thing is about all these lawyers who are exploiting the situation. What are they saying? I heard one lawyer say, oh, you better arrange for a reliable person to pay our fees if you want to get out. Otherwise, you're going to die in there, or you're going to, what was the phrase they used? Anyway, you're going to rot in there. That's the terminology they were using. So if you haven't got a lawyer and you can't pay for a lawyer, there should be something in place that makes it, because it's unlawful detention. If you're holding them there for more than 10 days, there should be someone who's going to do something about it and who's not always going to think about the shekels. It's not right. These people can't afford thousands. One woman, according to The Guardian, because that's where I was reading this information from, paid $22,000 to a lawyer. And her husband was still deported. Now, I wish you'd read my bloody, listen to my blog, because the thing is that it's a waste of time paying lawyers. They're going to take your bloody money. They're going to they're going to say they're going to apply for deportation, which is what they're going to do. But it's more than that. It's a big commitment. And it means getting up out of your bed for the lawyers all hours of the night. It means running to court the same day. It means getting all the papers. It means dedication. It means loyalty. It means trust. You don't take all that bloody money when you know that family hasn't got a chance in hell. Why would you do that? And the thing is, they know that these people haven't got a chance in hell, especially if they've got criminal convictions. Forget about how much time. I mean, they're saying, okay, a year to 4 years that they can get booted out. It could be any amount of time, any offence. Don't, as long as you've committed offence, don't waste your money. That $22,000, can you imagine what that could have done in Jamaica? Because this was a Jamaican. Could you imagine? She probably remortgaged her house to pay for that. I think it's absolutely disgusting. There should be a system in place that does not allow them to keep them beyond 10 days. Why are they keeping them beyond 10 days? Either they're meant to be deported or they're not. And if they are meant to be deported, deport them within the 10 days. Why keep them in there for months? And they'll probably say, oh, well, it's some form filling or some kind of, I don't even know what, because I don't know the protocol. I know it's not easy, and I know you need somebody on the outside to pay those fees. And the lawyers are not going to act until they get those fees. And what's sad is that even when they get the fees, they're not trying. Because they know they don't stand a chance in hell. And you know what's interesting about the passport, which I learned, is that regardless of whether you're a citizen or not, they have the right, the HM government have the right to retrieve that passport at any time. It's not our property. So we can say we're all British citizens, whether we're naturalised or indigenous, but they can take that passport anytime, the same way they do with Shamima Begum. They can do that. It's in the passport. It's written in the passport. And it doesn't say because you've committed a crime. It just says the HM... Oh, I wish I had it here. Oh, I don't know what I've done with it. Anyway, it says the HM government has the right to withdraw the passport at any time, or words to that effect. If you look at the front of your passport, you'll see it. So if it says that they can do that, they're actually withdrawing the citizenship as well. So, you know, these people who are paying out all these money to lawyers to try and keep their loved ones in the country, invest that money in wherever they're going. They're going to need money. When they're deported, they ain't got squat. And then when you spent 22 grand, I bet you haven't got any money left to help them once they go over. Oh, it's so infuriating how people are exploited and abused like that. I really don't like it. The system is so unfair. But anyway, I'm just giving my little rant as usual. I'm just saying, you know, if you're out there, if you've got loved ones who are being detained, you know, unless you've got a lawyer, and that lawyer should be able to say to you, it's illegal for them to detain your son or your daughter or your husband for longer than 10 days. So here's what I'm going to do about it. And if they ask you for the document, if he's committed a crime, he should be able to say, look, I'm ever so sorry. That person's committed a crime. There's nothing I can do. I'm not going to take your money. But these greedy lawyers, oh, I'm not saying they're all like that. You do have genuine ones. But, you know, the ones like that one that took that lady's 22,000. What the hell did he do with that money? They must have gone to the appeal and everything. They must have gone to the Supreme Court for that money. And to still fail? And it can only fail because it's insufficient evidence. And he should have known that from the beginning, from the offset. You don't start a case like that and not have the information to hand. You should have gathered all that information for the interim, for the first section of it, for the judicial review. You should have had all of that information. You don't wait until the judicial review is rejected and you know what they want if you're a proper immigration lawyer. Please don't pay for a lawyer if whoever's inside has committed a crime, because the government has a legal right to boot them out, and it's even got a right to eject anybody from the country. So unless you're a law-abiding citizen, forget about all this family stuff. It doesn't work. They've already said you can maintain your family ties through Skype. They've already said that. So don't waste your time and your money trying to get people out of the deportation unless they're innocent, unless they haven't committed a crime. And in that case, you could, at least if you sue, you can get your money back. But it's so difficult, honestly. It's such an unfair system. It's such an unfair system. And it's compounded by the fact that you've got disingenuous people taking advantage of the situation, taking advantage of families. But you always find it, anytime there's a situation like this, everybody jumps on the bandwagon, says they're trying to help, but they're not really. Anyway, that's my little gripe. Bye.